Alright, we're starting a little earlier. Hello! Well, not even earlier. We're still technically on time. I mean, actually, I might be just a smidgen late. Let me turn up the lovely desktop audio because I love the crystal music here at the crystal pool. It's relaxing, it's soothing, and don't mind the coughing in the background. Hello! It's one of those days, you know? I need something to relax with. You guys are just here to vibe with me today. You'll hear me yap, you'll hear all sorts of things that are not clippable, I swear to God. But yeah, here. I'm here today. No need to worry about my white blood cells or anything like that because oh god. I fear I might be getting sick regardless how this game turns out today. I woke up yesterday morning with a sore throat, and ironically enough, I set my Twitter on my schedule saying, "Warning, I might be getting ill," and I might be ill in its entirety. Not very badly, just the usual cold business where it's like apparently my entire body just decided to be like, "Yeah, no, we're not working today." You know, simply go to hell. I can say that now. It's safe. Yay! I am now past the sore throat stage, and I fear I am going into the sniffles and snottiness stage, which is gonna be bleh. I can't tell what I hate more, the snotty stage or the sore throat stage. Also, oops. No, we're not worrying about that. Yeah, it's been going around a lot more often recently. Hello. Also, I have no idea what I want to get, so I'm just kind of going to play it by ear and then see what I've got. Hey, buddy. I did stop in Kitakami because I was kind of like, now that I'm just kind of here, I'm just like, I go around offline. Hi, Slugma. How are you? I go around offline to all the Terra raids so I can start farming Herba Mystica. And actually, I can show you this in my bag since it's not going to be a secret. Look at all that. It's not the very rich 99 that everyone else gets, but I am rather proud of the sour Herba Mystica that I got like 20 of. I am very, very proud of that. And the 12 salty, because sour and salty seem to be like the two that seem to escape me. For some reason, sweet is just consistently giving me more, and I'm so confused. Because I have not found any recipes that use sweet. Hi, Midnight! Hello! I missed you! Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm terrified for June, I swear. I missed you too. I have been cram sessioning everything for June. And it's making me nervous because nothing is ready yet. So I am trying to work myself under pressure. Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also like really nervous. Do I need help? I'll see how I'm feeling. Yeah, I know. I know I can always DM you. So hi, Conway. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to reach that point where I'm just like, okay, I need help. Please help. Send help. For the love of God. If I reach that point, you'll know. I will be screaming in your DMs like nobody's business. Ah! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like I'm just rolling around. Ack, Geodude, go away. Scat. Yeah. Actually, I think I kind of got interested in something. Now that I'm kind of sitting here thinking about it, there was a post. Tornado monster chameleon. Okay. Okay. My brain had a fart. Hello. Yes, there was a post on Twitter. I got distracted by that. I'm so sorry. They were talking about keeping small lives warm. And so I was just like, and it was a picture of a plushy small live that was all bundled up with like earmuffs and a scarf, and it looked adorable. And I've always loved small live since the game came out because it's funny and it's punny all at the same time. And what better place to get them than these places? Let's see, I gotta find a nice like little spot where they all kind of spawn around. Had a herp there. Small Liv is adorable! Also, the shiny makes sense, too. Because the green olive turns black. It's cute. You're not. No, I don't think you are. Answer's no. Oh, gluten-free tacos? Wait, tacos can be gluten-free. Well, I guess if you're not using flour tortillas. Sorry, my brain's having a moment. I'm having like several moments today where my headspace is like totally there but not there. I'm also trying to find a nice like little location where these guys are gonna spawn. Ugh. I am definitely sniffly. Oh, yeah. By the way, I told this story, but I will show you guys real quick here. So, first of all, I had a secondary shiny Lapras I ended up finding just randomly. But where are they? The 4 shiny Turtwigs that I got as well. Like, I think that was last week or so, actually. 4! I haven't evolved them yet. I have to. I'll probably do that before the end of the night. That's Starly just T-posing. I think I should just probably make the encounter power sandwich and call it good. Let me swoop over here. Yeah, I started getting the sore throat yesterday. So I figured today is definitely like... I'm at the sniffle stage. It's going to hit the... it's going to hit the coughing and the gross, super gross stage here eventually. Which sucks because it's really close to June, you know? That's the one thing I'm hoping for, is that it doesn't last too long and it doesn't have any... does not have any lasting effects, because I'm looking forward to June very much, despite how nervous I am. I was like, I don't want to do it while I'm coughing and sniffling. That's just not fun. Now I gotta find the sandwich recipe I've been needing to look up. Why do I have that stream on my phone? I don't know. I forgot why. Yip-doo. Ooh. That's a little spicy. Oh, those are humongo sandwiches. Wait. Do I not have my... Oh, this is the... Oh, wait. My phone doesn't have the... I am dumb. My phone does not carry the sandwich recipes for Encounter. My phone carries the recipes for the Teensy Power and the Gigantic... and the big one. Hang on. Sorry, just a second. And I don't have the thing currently available on my desktop right now. Encounter, Sparkle, level 3. There we go. I would like Google, please. Actually, I'm going to see if I can remember it by heart. I feel like I can. Do I have the ingredients for it? I feel like I do. Let's see if I can remember it by sheer force of will. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. A cucumber and a pickle. And it should just be any 2. I remembered to save before I did this, right? You know what? Never mind, I ain't risking the biscuit. Me panic mode. It's so bizarre. It's like, I can shiny hunt just fine on my own while I'm just, like, offline. But apparently now that I'm streaming it, it's just like, yeah, you're having a hard time now. Fantastic. There was something with that. Oh yeah, I wanted to go see if maybe I can find a Teddy Ursa later. Anywho. Anywhoovles. Let's see. Lettuce, 1, 2, 3. Cucumber and pickle. And let's see. Let's do spicy and a bitter. That way I'm not running out of my salty too soon. And sparklers, because why not? Games can sense it. Apparently so. The games know. The game knows when I'm, like, in a panic struggle. And boop. Ugh. Also, you wanna know the funny thing about, like, the reason why I was about ready to be late? I was actually preparing my stream, and then I got distracted by Persona 5 music. And boy, do I wish I was kidding if I said that. No. I know that lettuce will bounce. No. In the goes. It's fine. It'll taste a little ashy, but it's fine. Bon appetit. Yeah, I was sitting back and it's like, you know what? Maybe at some point maybe I'll want to do like a Persona if I can find the stuff for it. I want to do a Persona 5 karaoke stream at some point. I love the Persona 5 music, and I also love a few of the... Hey, look at that! Look how intelligent I am. I have the memory of an elephant. Anywho. But yeah. Small lives! Look at all of them! Anywho. Yippa. That is my go-to moving on sound effect, is the anywho. Persona 5 music is like, I want to do a karaoke of that, but I need to find like karaoke versions. So that way, you know, it'll probably be an unarchived one because I don't want to get my happy self, you know, demonetized. Not that I'm actually at the stage of monetization. I'm not at the stage of monetization yet, but we'll make that like a stretch goal or something at some point. Fido! It's funny, I used to call them Fidos. Like Philo. They're all so cute and so small. I just need to keep an eye out for a little black olive. I think the one song that I got distracted by with Persona 5 especially is, let's see. I think it's their Colors Flying High from the Royal opening, and Rivers in the Desert is always one of my favorites. Oh man, I'm nervous. Like I'm worried about being ill, and I'm really hoping that's not going to impede my Zelda game too much on Saturday because I really want to get that game done. I'm so nervous, and I'm excited for like everything, and it's like, but yeah. If you don't mind the fact that I'm going to be yapping, I hope you make yourselves comfortable. Because I will talk about random things for a while, like, depending on what pops in my head. Just making sure. Okay. It's something that I do when it comes to these. I tend to kind of, like, talk to myself. I kind of like to seem to not talk to myself. I talk out loud and see if the conversation topic sticks, usually. Because there was another post that I kind of made. Well, it wasn't a post. I kind of retweeted it. There was like a small picture of someone who was like being too quiet, or if they were being too quiet and they thought that they were being boring or something, or if they talked too much, they thought they would be annoying. That there is no in between with me on that one either. It's just like there's no middle ground on that. There is only those are my two modes depending on the day. It's also why I can't help but keep talking to fill in the space. Because I don't always like to be in the quiet too much. Oh, tree. I was like, wait, what? Why did that stop me? Oh, tree. The few little trees here that will prevent me from, like, going anywhere. I've been doing this in, like, a non-outbreak hunt, which I haven't done in a hot minute. I haven't done, like, non-outbreak hunts in a while. I usually tend to stick more towards the outbreak versions. Because there's always just, like, more of a chance for them to spawn in versus the 1 in 4,096, which has been reduced. So I think it's, like, 1 in 1,000 with a shiny charm attached. It's only been, like, 4 minutes. But, like, I'm not gonna be too upset if nothing spawns, if no shiny spawns in, I'm not gonna be upset. The point of the matter is, I enjoy, and I am going to say this, I enjoy streaming because it makes me feel comfortable. There are some days where I kind of like, do I have the energy to do so when I'm not feeling well? And sometimes you just kind of gotta, sometimes you gotta like nudge yourself into that general direction and just be like, just go do it. Even if it's for a short amount of time, just go and do it. It's probably a little bit of a silly way of thinking, but that's my own personal logic. Wait, you make such squishy noises. Olives. Let's see. Smoliv, where are you? Well, I see Smolivs, but none of them have the black one yet. Oh, okay. Also, speaking of, like, olives as, like, an edible item, I don't like olives in general. Smoliv is cute. Actual olives to eat, I will avoid like the plague. I don't know why. I think it's either the smell or it's the texture. Hello. I don't know if it's like the smell or the texture of olives, but it's just like I can't get around like eating them. Let's see. Olive. At the end of the day, it could just be a texture problem, because I think I'm probably one of those people. I've actually never eaten them. I think that's the main thing. I've always avoided them since I was small. They've never appealed to me, and it's because they would always, I don't know if it was just like the way they were always served, but it's like maybe with a platter there was like this combined scent about them, and I just like, bleh. No, I don't like them. But then again, I was honestly very picky when I was smaller. Hello, Palmy. How are you, buddy? Just hiding back there? Yeah? Oops. Sorry, did not mean to touch you. It's the same thing with pickles. I cannot... I've never fully eaten them, but I cannot stand pickles either. I can kind of eat peppers as long as they're mixed in with like potatoes or something, like potatoes O'Brien style, and they're like really well cooked. But like raw, probably not. Like I said, I am very... I know they would be good for me, and part of me wants to try them. The poke bowls. The super high in protein and veggie bowls. Is it poke or is it poke? I think they call it poke, like the Pokemon. But I know it's not that. Oh, it's kind of chilling there. It's like, it makes me want to try them because I know they're very high in protein. But part of me is just like, it winces at the idea of eating like somewhat raw vegetables. Yeah, I've heard, because they were like really trending hard recently. I never heard of them until like maybe about a month or two ago. Maybe a little earlier than that. I forgot when. Time itself has kind of like wrapped itself into a little bit of a an odd space. It's like there are just moments where it's like I don't know when was when. Oh, were those like a... Okay, for me, it was relatively recent. Well, that's kind of understandable if around COVID time that was it. Ugh. I never want to re-experience the ick ever again. I experienced it like one time for certain, and it's like I never want to experience that ever again twice. Yeah. I think I talked about this before. I think I may have talked about it with like Midnight during one of... I believe I talked about it with like Midnight or something during one of our sessions, but when the ick rolled around, I remember not being able to taste anything or smell anything, and it was just awful. Like, like, taking joy with food was awful. It's like I couldn't enjoy what was supposed to be, like, good tasting food because my taste buds were not working. I got better, luckily, and I taste everything just fine now, but it's like, that was not fun. I also remember waking up one time at, like... I have a habit of waking up at 2 a.m., maybe 3, depending on the day. And I don't know why. My body will always, like, do that, like some kind of, like, weird clockwork thing. I will wake up at 3 a.m. for no reason and then fall back asleep. After, like, maybe a minute or two. Yeah. But I remember waking up at that time, and I was like, something doesn't feel right, and I just scrambled around trying to find, like, just, like, something didn't feel right, so I went into my bathroom immediately and took a sniff of mouthwash, and the moment I could not get that pungent mint smell into my airways, I almost freaked the hell out, for lack of better words. I freaked out so bad, and it's like, I even went down to the kitchen and sniffed coffee beans, ground coffee beans, and it was the same thing. And I was just in absolute terror. But, you know, after the initial shock, after everything that needed to be done, and I had to be locked inside my place for, like... Yeah, I do. Yeah, I did. Because I thought, okay, the smell will... Because, you know, mouthwash has, depending on what you have, has a really distinct smell to it. It's the mint and the alcohol. So you think that you could, like... I sometimes... Well, I can't help it sometimes. But it's like, I just kind of took a little sniff of it because it was the closest thing nearby. I didn't want to just, like, immediately go into the kitchen. That was my first go-to because it was it was one of the more pungent scents I could think of. And on a regular basis, I can usually smell the mint and the alcohol, so... I love how I'm just talking about my past, like, COVID experience. This is enjoyable. But yeah. That was my main experience, because once the shock kind of simply wore off and I was quarantined into my little place, I loved it, but I also hated it at the same time. For various reasons, hated it, but I didn't mind it because I got to kind of, like, be at home for a while. Hey, Smoliv, do you feel bad for me? I haven't even gotten a pity shiny yet. It's probably just avoided me like the plague now, too. Shiny Smoliv just being like, yeah, no, she's too yappy for my taste. I know. God. Saying this game is kind of... You know, there are moments where I kind of sit down and I play this and I'm just kind of like, I kind of can't wait until the next mention in the series eventually comes out. I know Legend ZA is coming out, I don't know when, but it's probably going to be at a fair amount of time. But, is it weird that I kind of get weirdly nostalgic like this? Maybe it's just the fact that I haven't done an actual Shiny Hunt stream in, like, a while, so it kind of instills that little nostalgia feeling. Kind of fills me with that little sense of nostalgia, because I started reworking YouTube with this one, and I was just kind of like, having fun. I used to be, like, really upset whenever it's like, I wish I could find a shiny during this, and it's like, if the shinies don't show up, I'm not too worried about it. It's why I like to call them the shiny and chill streams, because shiny hunting and chill streams, because in true fashion, it's just kind of meant to be a chill day. Unsweetened baking chocolate. No, well, would you consider unsweetened cocoa powder and thinking it was chocolate drink mix a way to in the same vein? Because if so, then yes. Close enough. Okay, good. Because, yeah, I did that once. It was not fun. I did a lot of weird... I had a lot of weird moments when I was smaller. Where are we? I had like 13 minutes. That's just fine. Yeah, I'm not too worried about wasting too many Herba Mysticas, because usually I can get through a few sandwiches in a couple of minutes. Oh. Whoops. I mean, sometimes you just kind of... I mean, if you're not thinking about it, I can kind of see why unsweetened baking chocolate would probably be like the tastiest thing in the world, even though it probably didn't taste very tasty. God. Oh my goodness. I mean, when you're in need of chocolate, I suppose. Hey, smallest. Anyone seen one with like a little black olive up top their heads? I don't know why I'm begging. I don't know why I'm worried about begging. If it shows, it shows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I really should not be worried about it. This isn't like this isn't like the Halloween one where I would be desperate to try and like fill out my roster as much as possible. It's not like I'm underneath some kind of challenge mode. Although I would like to try and spice this up at some point. Hi, Reeb. I'm good. Kind of. I got like a little sniffle going on, but other than that, I'm okay. But yeah, I'm wanting to kind of like spice up my shiny hunts a little bit. But I don't know how much longer the Paldean Fates cards are going to be around, because I heard Paldean Fates have shiny Pokemon cards in it. Like the true to form shiny Pokemon in them, and I'm just like, I need to get a couple packs of those. I need to get like a couple packs of those and kind of like do one based off the shiny that I draw. If it's available in the game, because... Oh, because unfortunately, I don't have my stuff set up for my DS yet. I probably need to do that at some point. I eventually want to get some stuff set up for my DS and everything too. Because I can't shiny hunt in like Pokemon X or Y because A, my DS is not set up, and B, oh, not Combi. B, what was I? Combi, why did you do that? You now threw me off my group. Okay, what was I talking about? X and Y because of the... Because I wouldn't be able to transfer anything over to any of the more modern games because the system shut down recently. I think that was actually like last month they officially shut down the servers. Yeah, they shut down the servers like last month, and I didn't think about it. And I figured to myself, it's not gonna matter. And what's sad is, I can't reset my X and Y data because my shiny Furfrou is on it. I can't delete that game now. I am stuck with my shiny Furfrou. Stuck in that poor game. And I can't move it anywhere. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. 1 second. There we go, much better. Yeah, I'm definitely at stage 2 with the goop. But yeah, Lumiere is unfortunately unable to go anywhere. Had I thought about it, had I thought about it and transferred him over into home, and then from home into, or not home, but the bank into home, maybe I could have saved him for ZA, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Maybe if Legends ZA is kind to me, maybe we'll reunite one day. We'll reunite one day with new Pokeballs or something. Just some wishful thinking. Also, I'm about ready to yeet these smoliv off the cliff. What? Nothing. Excuse me. Also, real talk for a minute. Just for a minute. I know I talk about taking days off sometimes and taking like a little bit of extra time for myself every once in a while. But with June running up so close, would a missing week be upsetting for people? Would me kind of like not streaming for a week worry people, or would you guys be okay with that? Such as if I needed to make sure things were running smoothly? Because I'm kind of pondering taking a week, the week of June 8th off. So that way everything can run as smoothly as possible, and any last minute terrors will cease. Because if there's one thing I have, and I am exactly prone to this, I have stage fright. It may not sound like it, but when I have something I want to share and something I want to, like, I'm excited to show off, immediately the stage fright will start settling in, and I'm just like, oh dear god, what do I do? Okay. Like I said, I'm considering taking that 1 week off so that way I can just kind of get everything ready. And I know that everything works, because the last thing I want is something scuffy-wuffied, and I might do that. Aside from actually just taking a genuine, like, week off from streaming as a whole, and just making sure certain things are all ready to go, I think I might do that. I'll really think about it. And also, if Tears of the Kingdom does not get finished before June 8th, I'm not gonna be upset about it either, because the game is fun, and you know what? Maybe seeing what is there at the end of the day might be a little bit more worth it. But we'll see where it all lands. I'm going to be hunting in the bamboo forest next, because I want to find some Teddy Ursa. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, everything is kind of up in the air, but I'm definitely going to mark that June 8th week as the cram week, essentially. To be like, okay, everything is done, everything is everything ready to go, do any final checks, etc., etc., and then cross my fingers and pray nothing scuffy happens. Which, there will be scuff, and I know, and just so we were clear, it's not going to be a very long stream on that day. It might be like maybe an hour, hour and a half. It won't be too terribly long. That much I can tell you now, but unless it bumps itself to 2 hours by itself without me even thinking about it, then that'll be a thing that happens. We'll just have to see. But yeah, it's something I'm very nervous for, and something I'm also just doubly grateful for as well. Because it's a stage in this area that I never anticipated I would get to. In this, not even a year since I started coming back to YouTube. Actually, I think it probably has been a year by now. I'm feeling like it's at least been close to a year. I haven't checked when I first started streaming, or test streaming that. But I feel like it's almost been a year, or it has been one. Mic check 1 2 to the beat. Let's. God, no. Why is that song now stuck in my head? Why did that earworm have to pop up? Why? Why of all things did that earworm pop into my head? Oh god. I am beyond saving. I am beyond saving. Seriously. You know what? If a Smoliv doesn't show up, then a matcha green Teddy Ursa will make me a little bit happier. Which, by the way, I am going to transfer one over into my Legends Arceus game. So that way we can get a shiny Ursaluna. Shiny Ursaluna is so much fun. I like the way it looks. But there's a particular one in Kitakami as well that I've seen spoilers of unintentionally. And I'm just like, oh, that's a thing that we can't catch. But you can kind of catch the previous version and somehow bring it over to this dimension. I don't know how this works. You know, I've been around with all this timey-wimey nonsense, yet somehow we're able to have Hisui and aged Pokemon in this universe now. I don't know. It's all timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, stuff. How many more minutes do we have? 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes left on this sandwich. Boy, do I have a habit of talking, like, with one breath versus, like, actually taking a second and just breathing. Well, I think I am a professional yapper at this point. If I just kind of, like, start going off and, like, having genuine knowledge of certain topics, yeah, I would classify myself as a genuine yapper. Also, I'm gonna talk about another game that I've been contemplating, and I question my sanity for it. I have been contemplating playing eventually, but I might not play it like right away. That one might not be for until like a special event. But everyone knows the game Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you guys do. They have another Foddy style game. They have the game of Sisyphus. And I'm tempted to play it, but at the same time my own personal sanity would scream. So it's like, I want to do it, but I want to do it for like a very special occasion, because it's like, I am not touching that game with a 10-foot pole unless I absolutely have to. Oh, hey, look! Boy, talk about a buzzer beater on that. Hello? Hang on, let me... You know what? It's only 30 seconds left in the sandwich, so we're just gonna save it. Hello? Oh, you are tiny. Hello. I'll swipe... You don't have anything that... Okay, good. You are super small. I am definitely getting you measured out when we go back. Let's see. What do I want to catch you in? You know what? Come in the friend ball. Come in the friend ball. We have cookies. Hey, that worked. 12% more sanity in the tank. With Game of Sisyphus, we would have to... That would be a test. That would be a test of my own personal sanity. Hello, small elf. Not right now. It's funny, we were talking about Game of Sisyphus, and of course, you know, Sisyphus is a Greek myth and everything. That was kind of like sweet irony in that. I don't know why. That was just weirdly ironic, and I kind of adore it. Also, I did a little something with my chair recently. I realized that my chair had my office chair had been sitting like super duper low. Like it was on the lowest setting, and I lifted the lever and decided to see, and I realized, oh my god, this thing has been like super low to the ground for like a while now. Is that just you're not red, are you? I was wanting to make sure the lighting wasn't tricking me. I'm so sorry, Palmy. But yeah, my chair was sitting super duper low, like on the lowest setting of the hydraulics. And I recently just lifted it up and I'm just like, oh, this feels so much better. I feel less desire to fully slump. It's crazy. Anyway, next spot, we're gonna go to the bamboo forest. Bamboo forest is not there, not... It's, which one? Where are you? Fighting Cruise Base. It's, this one. Fury Falls. Close enough. But yeah. Actually, I didn't... Pardon me, I'm just stretching so I can get my... Stretching a little bit so I can get my, sock off. Funny enough, I actually really love Greek mythology. It's one of my favorite topics. And it used to be, like, a super big favorite of mine when I was learning. Hi, Phalanx. I'm gonna save real quick. Oh. Why is it... You know, I wish they would make that a little bit more forgiving with... Yeah, I feel like this needs to be a little bit more forgiving. If you guys can make the Pokemon despawn, why not just make the NPCs despawn as well? It's like, they're not gonna get hurt by it. They're just gonna go fall into the void for like a little while and then come back. You are a very super small live. You are Okay, please, game. I love you. Please don't freeze like that. So, Teddy Ursa is normal type, so easy peasy, 1, 2, 3 Z's, pickle, cucumber, and 3 things of tofu. I am so happy I can remember that. And I'll just slap in 1 salty. Next, and we'll put in a sunrise flower pick for good measure. Some matcha green Teddy Ursas coming right up. Maybe. Also, whoever... okay, I'm sorry. There are like the potato salad I can kind of forgive as a sandwich filling. But tofu? Like, we're not even talking like a little thin bit of tofu. This is like huge blocks of it. Also, I'm questioning these sandwich recipes. Like, oh my god. Allergy warning for that sandwich. It contains soy. Tofu slabs, yeah. I just like, I can kind of forgive the potato salad as a sandwich filling. Potato salad and egg salad might be able to get away with it. Egg salad, definitely. Potato salad, maybe middle of the road. Hopefully, if ZA implements anything that's like this, they kind of make it have a little bit more sense. I don't know which one I liked more. Like, the curry was fun to make, and I loved, like, the little campsites. But I know curry had, like, a certain way of, like, getting things to work just as much. Smalla just enjoying a little bit of a sandwich. You know what? It's fine. Just ignore the fact that there's, like, pickles and cucumbers on there. Oh, God. And it's raining. Dang it. Why does it have to rain? We got Ursa rings. Smoliv wants to learn to remove Razor Leaf. No, that's Smoliv is fine for now. Okay. Wow, look at all those. Look at all the bears. Look at all that isolated hunting that's going on. Look at all them bears. Wait, why are you guys here? Why are the jerks around? Why did the jerks have to spawn in, aka Scyther and Golduck? It was a big old bear family. Yep, and now it's like, we gotta look for either a very bright green Ursa ring or a very small, little matcha-colored, Oh, the teddy Ursa's crying! No, I'm sorry, don't run away! I'm just running by, it's okay, you guys are safe. Oh god. The frame rate drop in this with the rain. Oh god, I hate it here. This, like, I will full admittance, always say I have a love and a hate for this game. It just depends on the day. Most of it's love. Most of it's just like understanding that yeah, the game's not perfect. And I scream this every single day whenever I load this up, and there's like a little bit of an odd like moment once in a while where there's like suddenly the game freezes, or there's like suddenly blinking backgrounds, and I'm just like, game, I love you, but please behave. It's a fun game. It definitely needed a lot more time in the oven, as I always say. It just needed a little bit more time. Needed a little bit more time, needed a bit more love and care put into it. Because don't get me wrong, the textures on some of these Pokemon are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I've seen, like, scales. Hi, Dratini. I have seen scales and fur texture on these guys, and it's just like, this is really cool. And I'm glad they're not, like, making it super, like, realistic, because could you imagine these Teddy Ursas being, like, actually kind of, like, more furry texture than they are right now? Yeah, they would be cute, but boy, would the game just absolutely die if they probably had to integrate that many bits into it. It would be cute though. Just kind of like Disney movie-ish like fur texture, where it kind of like wiggles around and waves in the wind kind of stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. I might just be as crazy as anyone else. I am probably screaming into the void. Yeah, sanity is overrated. Sanity has been very much overrated since I stepped in. I am going to run into an Ursa ring, and it's going to have like a shiny Teddy Ursa around it, and I'm gonna feel so bad because that Ursa ring is going to want my flesh afterwards. Because it's gonna be like, you stole my baby. You know, if it's not the Ursa ring itself, which is fine, because I need a shiny Ursa ring regardless of the situation. I need a shiny Ursa ring regardless, because I still technically need it for my shiny living dex entries. Which I don't know how much, I still have like a lot to go. And I still have to like take a day and like go into someone's Scarlet game and pray. For the Paradox shinies that come from Scarlet only. With the exception of the freaking Entei, like, one, which is so... Oh, deep breaths. That is, and forever will be, my biggest pet peeve in all of Game Freak's big ideas. Why? Okay, the box ones, the box legendaries, I can kind of understand. But why? Why, for the love of everything good, lock everything else? Why lock anything else that we could, like, soft reset for that most shiny hunters usually do? Why shiny lock Gimme Ghoul of all mods? Like, what did that Gimme Ghoul do? Ugh. Oh god, okay. Oh, that one actually made my throat a little sore. Ugh. I should really watch myself sometimes. I might accidentally put a curse on myself by mistake. Yap so hard and then got so far, and in the end I got myself ill further. Excuse me, goodness. I am gonna try and keep awake though for I don't know if this will be like a 30-minute shorter stream or if it'll just keep up to the regular time, but it's like part of me is just like already feeling like it's like only been an hour, like my brain is already kind of like glooping. And it's not because of the shiny hunting, but it's just like I think it's just because I am sick or getting close to it that it's like my brain is already souping. My brain is souping. Look at all those teddy Ursas, they're so cute. And I forgot they always spawn Ursa rings too, but it's like, I don't think I can isolate anyone else. You just stay there slacking, you're chilling. Creepy! And Dragapult. I still need a, I still need the last one for that one, I think. Oh, that's a Dracloak, that's right. I still remember how that thing was just kind of chilling in the background during one of my streams, and I just like, wait, is it back there? And then I just kind of like, I don't know, maybe it was just the trick of the light, but I remember visibly screenshotting. Well, first one's first. Sorry, little teddy Ursas. I hope you'll forgive me. I'm not gonna worry about a friend ball for you. You just go into the luxury ball and you just kind of chill in there. God, those crit caps are popping off today. Well, that Smoliv is just gaining levels. That Smoliv is just along for the ride and gaining. Well, we'll not worry about the moveset right now. Smoliv just gaining. There we go. Now to find the teddy Ursa. Now to find the babies. Or if I get a second Ursa ring, I would be okay with that. If I get a secondary Ursa ring in this entire run, I will be okay with that, because then that Ursa ring can be transferred into home, and then once that Ursa ring is transferred into home, I can send it off into Arceus, Legends Arceus, and then that can sit in my pasture until I find the peat rock. It's why I was so... It's why I was really adamant trying to search with stuff with Ursaluna last time. I was trying to find the peat rock that I could use to evolve the Ursa ring into Ursaluna. I was really adamant about getting that one. Ugh. Gross. Like I said, my white blood cell count does not matter in the slightest anymore. I'm already sick, so game, have at me. Show me the shiny Pokemon however way you want to. You know, this is kind of fun. I remember how, like, adamant I would always be about, like, just sticking to outbreaks, but I forget how kind of, like, oddly freeing, just kind of, like, isolating them and then just searching around is. Isolating and searching is kind of nice. Because I still remember when I did the encounter power versus like the actual like outbreaks with the shiny sandwiches. Or was it just... Oh. I didn't mean to hit that button. Come back. I forgot what I hit. I forgot what I did. Was that sandwich just for encounter, or was I purposefully looking at sparkling power, or going back and forth with both? I forgot how that particular stream went. But I vaguely recall testing out the two kinds of sandwiches just to see what would do what. And then, of course, I remember the déjeuner, which was a while to take. Why is it that I'm trying to normal spawn everything in? Why are the boys here? Boys, please don't. I don't like how they were just looking over at me like I was tonight's dinner. Oh. Dear sauce. I wish I had some ice cream right now, but I've got some cream soda with me. It's close enough. It tastes like vanilla. Even if I sound like really gross right now. Yeah. I'm just gonna try not to comment on that too much. But it's the truth. Suddenly there's gonna be just a shining Golduck just chilling out. You know, it's a funny thing. God damn it. What was I? My brain is now like, my brain is pudding. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time anymore. I'm just kind of like yap, and none of it makes sense. I had like a whole entire like. I like ice cream, regardless. There's so many boys. I just want to see a small matcha green teddy bear. I want to see the small matcha green teddy bear, maybe. Yeah. Oh, you're so cute. I love Teddy Ursa. I cannot believe how adorable it was. I fell in love with that thing the moment Pokemon, the movie 3 came out. Which had Entei in it. And they showed off Teddy Ursa. In that little crystal-y form, too. And I thought that was, like, really cute. It was so cute. I'm sorry, that was my... That's my little cute meter going off. It's like, I love cute Pokemon. And there is a distinct reason why I am definitely more of the fairy type leader than anyone would probably guess. Fairy Pokemon are cute, but they are also powerhouses all at the same time. I mean, look at Gardevoir. Gardevoir is essentially a powerhouse too. I mean, look at Knight. He might be my false swiper, but hey, he's at least he at least hangs out. He's still pretty powerful, even though I kind of like cheated it in the fact that he's like level 100 and more. I still have yet to do the specialty boss, by the way. In Blueberry Academy, there is that special boss that's like supposedly really, really difficult. And I'm nervous to touch base with that particular unlock. I have not seen a spoiler of that, but the idea of it makes me nervous. Like, I don't know what that's gonna unlock, but it might unlock something. I found an Ursa ring. Can I get a shiny teddy bear? I would like the shiny little teddy bear, actually. Ah, game. Why do you do this? Yeah, I'm hoping that when they do make a new mainline version of Pokemon, that they definitely learn from the mistakes that of this one and be like, okay, we're gonna make sure that it actually runs properly. It doesn't need to be like, it doesn't need to be the perfect 60 FPS or whatever. I think 30 will run it just fine, and it's just like, let it run smoothly. That's all I ask. Is like, let it run smoothly, let there be like very few bugs and glitches, and just have all that fixed out before you send it out. Other than that, I appreciate this game worth everything in my body because I am just extraordinarily biased. And I'm really excited for ZA. Legend ZA is like something very big because I'm very interested. I'm changing my differences in topic now, aren't I? Where it's just like, see, this is what I do. I go about one thing and then I talk about another. Legend ZA is something I'm kind of looking forward to because I want to see the... I'm assuming they're hitting up on the future segment versus the Hisui region, which was the past. And now we're going, hopefully, into the future with Kalos. And getting like a whole bunch of lore stuff and a lot more. I want to see what the Pokeballs are going to look like. I want to see what they're going to be made of. If they're going to be like super high techy kind of Pokeballs. Like even more than some of them are now. Because that would be really interesting. And I just want to see what Kalos is going to look like and like what the idea they're trying to go around with. And I'm going to be outside of the release trailer. I am going to be avoiding spoilers like the plague. Because nothing... Okay, there is one thing I dislike the most in some cases, and it is full-on leaks and spoilers. It's okay to theorize and everything. I'm okay with that, but kind of like keep that off the mainstream. Just kind of like, if you're theorizing, kind of, I feel like you should maybe keep that in your circle unless it's your job to theorize about it. AKA PokeTubers. I'm sorry guys, I care about you. I like PokeTubers and everything, but I do feel like really... It has got to be rough when there is a dry spell. With topics of conversation to talk about. I like this moment here. It's like, I kind of like literally just kind of zoned out for a second and just genuinely stopped because I realized, you know, I might not have a lot to talk about in that case. Hang on. One sec. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. I was getting a little... Getting a little blech. Yeah. Those are my initial thoughts on ZA. I want to see as many of the Kalos Pokemon return as well. I want to see Swirlix and Slurpuff make their way back, even though I've not used them. I've wanted to, but I never did. I want to see those kinds of Pokemon come back. I want to see Furfrou definitely come back because that will be a hunting episode in and of itself, and I will die on that hill forever. I am passionate about that dog. And no, not because of the gimmicks and the haircuts. It's because it was my first, like I said, it was my first shiny Pokemon, and I want that back so badly. I want that little feeling again. And I want to see what they do to do, like, how are they going to evolve the method of shiny hunting in the next one, or are they going to keep it like the original Arceus and keep it to the massive mass outbreaks mixed with, what was it? What was the what was the name of the method they used? Oh god. Oh. What was the name of it? I've genuinely forgotten. Did it start with a P? Oh no, I forgot. It was a very confusing method in my opinion because permutation, there it is. I knew I would figure that out eventually. The permutation method is one that I've never experimented with, and one that I'm, like, terrified to try because it sounds very, very complicated. Also, I want to see if alpha Pokemon come back, because could you imagine a mega alpha Pokemon in your team? Wouldn't that be really, really cool? Let's take Pidgeot, for example. Mega Pidgeot looks fantastic. Could you imagine that thing being an alpha and being in your party and just being this big rideable bird? Not that apparently Pidgeot was like about the size where you could ride it anyways, but could you imagine bigger and even more able to ride on it? It's like the Alpha Luxrays I've seen. It's like, you could ride on that thing and it would not break a sweat. That thing would be able to support you regardless. Wow, I'm very passionate about Pokemon to ride on, aren't I? I guess it's because I've always seen them. The anime always depicts Pokemon as this really interesting thing. Like, some of them can be used for, like, physical transport, like you actually ride on their backs. And you don't really get that same sensation in game, with the exception of, I believe it was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, where you actually kind of got to ride on the Latios or Latios. Around the map, because that's the way it worked. But dude, actually kind of like sitting on the back of a... I'm sorry, sitting on the back of a Mega Pidgeot would be amazing. That would be so cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I know the secret behind Mega Evolution is that they are also in pain, apparently, whenever that happens. But I tend to look on the more of a brighter side of things when it comes to those. I don't like the imagining of them being in pain. I like to... Acha! Hello! Hello! Oh no! No, 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 no! No, not your brother! Not your brother! Not your brother! Not your sister! Come back! 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 Oh, thank God! Okay. Okay. Hi! Never do that again! Oh, Mama angry now. I got it! It's okay! I got it! Into the moon ball! Please be the please, this is my only moon ball. Let this work. Oh, thank God. Okay. Hello. Oh, lordy. That was a scare tactic and a half. Hi, Smoliv. You're also leveling up very quickly. That was scary. That was a little scary when the moment I hit the wrong one and it was the little shiny one was running away. I was like, panic mode. I was talking about Mega Pidgeots and riding them, but yeah, that was about it. That's all I had for that conversation, because I'd like to see art depictions of those kinds of things. Or was I talking about the Pokemon? I don't know anymore. My brain derped out the moment it hit panic mode. Okay, well, at least I got the Teddy Ursa and the Ursa ring. Now I just need one for an Ursaluna. Whether it's a Teddy Ursa, or I just need a spare Teddy Ursa, or another Ursa ring. Which, if I find another Ursa ring, I'm gonna feel bad because like the moon ball should have been saved for the Ursa Luna one, which maybe I'm hopeful for another Teddy Ursa, so that way the moon ball does not feel as in vain. But there's only 6 minutes left on the sandwich, so I might have to like look for it later. Fact of the matter is, I actually got the line for now with the exception of Ursa Luna, which I don't think Ursa Luna is... I don't think Ursa Luna has a Pokedex entry in this game. I don't think it does. It might, but I don't think it actually has one. I think it might just be the Hisuian Pokemon that might be available to catch, which are like the Hisuian Quillfish and everything. Oh god, I gotta sneeze again. I hate this. Ugh. You know, I'm kind of glad I'm doing this while I'm already sick. The shiny Pokemon curse cannot take any more away from me than it already does. Ugh. Also, that Ursa ring is tiny. Ugh, man. But yeah, my earlier talk of ZA was just kind of like, yeah, that's it. I just want to see what they would do with shiny hunting methods and see if they can expand more on them than just leaving it to the permutation methods. Because permutations are not fun, in my personal opinion, even though I have not tried them yet. Those methods look like they take a little bit of time to work through and understand. And those who have played the Arceus long enough will absolutely know how to run it. I personally don't because I never got to the end of it. Which is like, you know, Ace Shiny Hunters will do what they do. 4 minutes. Can I at least get a last little Teddy Ursa to go, please? A last little green teddy bear. Preferably the teddy bear, not the grizzly bear. I know that the grizzly bear is probably like easier to catch and everything because it's just bigger to see, easier to run into. That gnat is going to drive me nuts. There's a gnat that is buzzing around my head and I hate it, and I do not like the fact that it's in my room because it makes me feel like very, very frustrated because I'm trying to keep my room clean. I am trying to keep my office clean. And it's just around me and it's driving me nuts. It probably just came from outside, but still. Minor venting over. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited for, and June is definitely one of the big time events that I'm excited for. Because June is as June does. There's something big, and then there's gonna be like more plans along the line in the future that I hope to get going. Checking to make sure there's not like suddenly a pink noodle in the water. I never noticed that there was like little dragonairs in in these little pools. Teddy Ursa, where are you? Hey, Teddy Ursa. I was gonna feel like so bad if I'm glad that I can see that my mic is going, because I would feel so bad if like I accidentally went and muted myself. Ugh. Hang in there, Zephy, you got this. I'll do like a small outbreak hunt and see what happens. I'm gonna definitely part away from this bamboo forest because boy do I hate the lag in this right now. I might have to save a day where I come back and find another Teddy Ursa and then just save the one that I got in the Moonball for an Ursaluna because a Moonball Ursaluna is really, really good. Really nice to look at. I don't know, maybe that's just a personal opinion because I feel like it fits because it's a theme. Yeah, the colors don't match, but the theme matches just fine, which I think... Honestly, I feel like a lot of shiny hunters forget that. Like, yeah, you can try and, like, color match it, but, like, maybe if the color and stuff like that that when they come out, maybe that matches more to them versus the actual ball itself. Who knows? Oh dear, I am shrimping a little bit. Ugh. I am not nerd necking, thank goodness, but it's just like... But my lumbar is kind of acting a little achy right now. Probably not sitting up in the proper position because I was kind of like casually leaning. Probably because I was just simply casually leaning on my chair. Oh look. I've never found the Psyduck. I've noticed that like Psyducks and Palmies are like the most... Psyduck, Palmy, and Hoppip have been like, from what I've seen, like some of the most common shinies to run into. I have not run into those, not regularly. My shinies have been like extremely different. I'm not even saying that as a boast, I'm just saying that as something I noticed. Because my first shiny Pokemon in this game was a Litleo, followed shortly after with a Thimble. I think the sandwich ran out. Yeah, it did. Alright, we're outie. Sneasel would be interesting. But Sneasels always want to attack me. Do I really want to deal with anything that's going to, like, attack me at the moment? Orthworm could be interesting. Let's go to... the terrarium. Did I find... There were some Tyrogues. That gnat is going to drive me nuts. Willfish. Oh, Screamtail is cool. Sorry. Sorry. I could not control that. I apologize insanely. I could not control that as I could not mute myself in time for that one. Oh my goodness. Actually, let's go hunt these little dudes. Let's go hunt a Sandshrew. We're hunting kind of like greenish themes today. A Screamtail is cool. I like the look of Screamtail, even though it's just like ancient Jigglypuff but with red eyes instead. That thing is still kind of cool looking. But yeah, we'll go look at Sandshrew for the next 30 minutes because ooh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with my 2.5 hours. I think I'm just gonna make it just 2. Not to put myself on a hard timer, but I think that's just the way my body is starting to tell me. Ooh-wee. Sorry, I was just checking something out. Yep. There we go. Let's go look for those Sandshrews. I got Knight on my team, and I've got Smoliv, Ursaring, and Teddy Ursa, which I think that's if that's Smoliv. I don't think it is. I think Smoliv will just be. Oh, please don't tell me this outbreak is bad. Please don't tell me this outbreak is poor as dirt. Hang on, let me look up above on the higher of these rocks. It's like, please don't tell me this Sandshrew outbreak is garbage. It looks like. Is this Sandshrew outbreak bad? Because I'm seeing 1, 2, 3. Oh, is this one bad? Hate it when they do that. Because I also can't tell, like, how far away some of them are and, like, how many are in the outbreak and how many are not. Like, game... I can't tell, game. Is this outbreak okay? I guess it's okay. Oh, Knight, you stupid little... It's a little hill! You can climb on it! Sorry, I got a little aggressive there. But it's like, Knight, you could go down 2 steps of a hill. You would be just fine. Because that's the one thing that, aside from the occasional screen freezes, the fact that your Pokemon will not go up a very small slope when everyone else is very clearly on one is like, dude, you can literally climb on this slope. You are just fine. Because he's like, the Pokemon is literally 2 feet in front of you. You gotta go and attack it. Ugh, man. I highly doubt that the Sandshrew will actually show up. I've had a lot of bad luck with outbreak hunts, actually. Like, there was the one that I was actively hunting for, but because the size wasn't what I was wanting, I was just like, meh, it's okay. There's always another time. And it was the Galarian Slowpoke that I wanted to turn into a Galarian Slowking, actually. Excuse me. I had the hiccups. Well, not even the hiccups. I think it's just like herps. Okay, now you can come here for a second. God, it's been a while since I've actually like actively hunted on streaming Kitakami. Usually we're all just vibing in the terrarium. Usually we're all just vibing in the terrarium and we're just calling it a good day. It's been a while since I've actually been like out in other places. It's like once the new areas open up and unlock, I kind of forget about like going back and hunting in other locations. Ah, the relaxation of shiny hunting in the wild. I can't tell if I heard something outside my door that was just like a loud growl or if that was something else in my earphones. Either way, I am concerned. Sorceress sounds. Maybe I'm just overthinking. No, it's definitely something outside my house. It's okay. I was just like, okay, that was a little... Night, for the love of God. It is a small hill. Stop being you know, about it. You know, while I'm just kind of sitting here, letting Night just take out these Sandshrews bit by bit, there is a game that I would love to revisit around Halloween again, and I just don't know how to get around it with YouTube being very sensitive and all. I would personally love to replay Mortuary Assistant. I would love to go back and like revisit Mortuary Assistant and be... Because I remember doing a very long stream day about it back whenever I was on Twitch and everything. So back when I was over on Twitch, I would play it, and then I genuinely focused on finding the endings, getting like all 6 of them, that I managed to really genuinely get my first golden achievement on the Steam page, and I was just like, I was really, really happy about that. I was really proud of that moment. Because apparently there was like only a small percentage who got that particular one, and I was just like, oh, I'm happy. I feel like that's a little bit of bragging, right? Because I got like all endings plus like the 2 hidden ones. But I know they added like, I think they added like 2 new ones as well. I want to revisit some spooky games again too, just as a general thing. I just need to see how my computer holds up, or if I need to switch programs or something. I have been extraordinarily wary when it comes to PC games as of late, because while it's not often, I have had that issue where whenever I'm playing on a PC game, it's not because I'm not doing anything in the background with it. I have the game and I have my Streamlabs and everything up, and then suddenly my entire stream freezes, and because my Streamlabs goes offline, well, my Streamlabs doesn't go offline, it's like somehow the whole thing freezes and then I lose connection, essentially. I never figured out what went wrong with that, and it makes me very nervous to touch PC gaming. At least until I can figure out what happened. I haven't experimented with it yet, with the new settings. I know I should probably at least try it a little bit more. But it has made me a little on edge to trust it, because the last thing I want is to have like a 12-minute VOD and then something just like go wrong, and then the Twitch VOD is like only 12 minutes long. Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh, you big. Hi, buddy. You're adorable. I did not save before you. It's fine. Oh, aren't you adorable? We're just gonna put you in the nest ball. The green coloration works just fine. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba! Sandshrew! Yay! I don't even think I didn't even knock out the entire 60 yet. Oh, hi, Knight. Sandshrew has been registered. No matter how high the place it falls from, this Pokemon can save itself by rolling into a ball and bouncing. Would you like to give Sandshrew a nickname? Not right now. Into the party! And Sandshrew being the first, and Shiny Sandshrew being the first in my entry, and just like, oh yeah, the data's been registered now. Oh. Whoops. Maybe we'll find another one. Although, honestly, I don't think anything will beat the double Volcarona that I had. It wasn't a double on screen, but it was when me and Yume were just kind of like hanging out and vibing. Back whenever I was on Twitch, I was just doing shiny hunting for funsies, and I still am. Oh wow, I already hit the 60, never mind. Oh. I was barely paying attention there. No wonder it showed up. I was like, I was just dithering on. And zoning out. Jingmo. You are so pretty, and I love your shiny because your shiny is really pretty, and it's pink, and it's yellow, and it's gold. And boy, do I wish I did the Valentine's Day giveaway, but I think I need to wait until I get my Discord fully up and running before I run that. Before I run anything like that. Because as much as I love my community tab and everything, I feel like I need to keep my... I might need to make a Discord section just to keep updates everywhere. God, this gnat is going to drive me bonkers now. It is buzzing, like, right in front of my eyes, and it's actually making me a little frustrated. I'm trying not to be mad about it. But it's just like, it's just there. It's that little quick thing that you see out the corner of your eye, and I'm just like, I hate it. But yeah, I know back to what I was talking about with Mortuary Assistant earlier. It's like I would love to revisit that during like Halloween, plus like visit like a whole bunch of like other spooky game titles. But I know there's like a couple of them where I kind of have to be a little wary about how they get shown as a stream entirely, because I know YouTube can be very sensitive about those things. Not that I'm getting monetized currently, but it's fine. I'm actually really hopeful that one day I'll get... I'm hopeful for one day that monetization will come upon me, because I would like to do that again. I would like to revisit it, because, I spoke about this during my 600 celebration, and since that was like so long ago, I want to say that this channel went through like and it is really Green Gang today. My channel kind of went through a session of rebranding, and I used to be monetized, but the adpocalypse happened, and one of the adpocalypses in general happened, and the thing got capped up to like, I think it was, I forgot what the original cap was for partnering and stuff like that, but it was like, maybe it was the 4,000 watch hours at that time. So I just in general kind of like just shrugged it off, and I was just like, you know, if I ever return to it one day, I will, but I'm not gonna be too upset about it if I do. And it's like, now that I've been actually here and enjoying streaming, it's like, I wouldn't mind being welcomed back into the monetization. But I know I still gotta work for it a little bit more. I gotta go back and work for it. God, look how green it is! My group is so green today. Aww. Oh, they're so cute! Ah, why are you adorable? And why are you annoying, you stupid gnat? Me versus the gnat. That is going to be a thing. I swear to God, I have to have a fly swatter in here now, because this is going to actually make me frustrated. I need to get like a fly swatter just so I have it nearby, so that way you guys can hear that satisfying whap noise. Excuse me. Ooh. That Tuscaroo emote definitely is gonna have to be something that goes into the thing. Except for when I'm all gross, people like my season when they're cute, apparently. I don't know why I'm so focused on the Sandshrew today. I guess it's just because Sandshrew only has like 2 forms. I'm just like, 2 evolution stages. I'm just like, you know, if I can get another little lime-colored Sandshrew, I can be on my way. If I get another lime Sandshrew, I will be on my way. I will tip my hat to you, and I will say goodbye, and I will actually go hunt these orthworms instead. Maybe I will just go hunt the orthworms. You know what? There might be another day where the sand shrew eventually come back around. I'll give it one more run real fast, and then I'll go find some earthworms. Earthworm doesn't have anything, and it'll beat the it'll take out like all the screen. Oh, that small live is super tiny, and I don't know. I don't think that one's gonna be. I don't think that one's gonna be teensy. That is a 1 in 32 million. There is no way that one would be teensy. Because it wasn't even an outbreak where it can potentially pop up. You know what? Yeah, let's go back to Aldea. There is the earthworms, which are over there. So off we go. Earthworms, here we go. And I only made like 2 sandwiches, which is not bad. I've been just kind of like relying on simple outbreak methods and not worrying about sandwiches. Because for some reason, if I sandwich in an outbreak, they usually tend to avoid me. Turtwigs aside, because those turtwigs were absolutely something else. Full honesty, those turtwigs were like something else entirely. To get 3 of them in 30 minutes is a miracle in of itself, because yeah, people can say, oh, those sandwiches make things easier, but people forget that at the end of the day, RNG is still a thing. RNG is still like a heavy thing in this game regardless. So it's like, yeah, I can. It's kind of like when I run to those little shiny, the shiny small ones, the tiny, good Sandile. There it is. Ah, now I remembered. Okay, earthworms. Off we go. Into the breach of earthworms. God, their cries are just terrifying. Hey, Larvestas! God, who in their right mind thought that the earthworm cry was good? Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it is way too deep for something this tiny now. It was fine for the big one, but not so much for this one. Now I just gotta keep an eye out for something shiny, blue, and metallic. Go on. Knight! I'm here. What? That was weird. Knight, just attack it! It popped out of the ground like a daisy! Just get it! Knight, just attack it. Jesus. Knight, I love you, but it is standing right there in front of you. How do you not go out and attack that thing? Knight, come on. Go on. Knight! Knight, you are so dumb! Why is this Pokemon AI so rough around the edges? Yeah, the improvement in the Pokemon AI, especially on the Let's Go feature, would be a very nice improvement piece. Please. Or at the very least, bring back the little sound effect from Arceus and bring that particular sound effect back, because I missed that one. I missed that shiny ding noise. That was just like, yeah, it's nearby, but you kind of gotta find it entirely. It's like, oh, yay! Gotta keep an eye out for any of them that it might be like shiny and blue. If they do pop out with a shiny one, which they might not, because outbreaks with me have been like very, very touch and go. Like some days they are really, really good. Other days they are just really, really awful. Oh, why is there a Cyclozar? Buddy, you just stay on your side of the fence, please. No. I forgot he came around here. I forgot he came around here. Knight, please. It's literally right there. I could do the let's go feature, but I worry that... I have heard that the let's go like the synchro feature is both a blessing and a curse with shiny hunting. It is a blessing in a way where you... Oh god. You guys have all got your heads up in the sand and you know Knight's not gonna freaking see you. Okay, hang on. There we go. Do I just kind of like sneak up on you weirdos? I guess when your heads are up like that, I suppose I have to. There we go. Knight's getting the agenda now. Knight's kind of getting into it now. There you go. Knight, honey, right there. Thank you. And this is why I was like, outbreak hunting is just so painful once in a while because it's just like you have orthworms that do this. Like all they do is just stick their heads out, acting like those little whack-a-mole creatures. They act like the little whack-a-mole creatures, and then it's like you can't get them, and it's like why? It'd be great if they... Knight, it is right there. Jesus. Not to mention Knight's AI has been getting me a little frustrated every once in a while. Like, he's a good mon. He is a good false swiper to have that I am very proud to own. But it's just the game's AI. It makes him a little silly once in a while. Especially when it comes to things like this, for some reason. It's like, there's 3 of them right there, right in a row. You can literally go out there and attack them real fast. Like, Knight, it's like literally right there, please. I beg of you. You can look out of your periphery. I know you've got peripheral vision in that thing. You were invented with peripheral vision. Oh my goodness. There we go. Anyway, moving on. Just gonna go take a few more minutes to smack these guys around, smack these orthworms around, and then if nothing comes of them, then nothing comes of them because then nothing will come of them because you know sometimes it's just the way the sparkly cookie crumbles. Especially when they're all heads up like this. Like, dude bros, you good? It's like they're all just there staring into oblivion. And not to mention they do kind of like pop out without like moving at all. It's fine if that one doesn't want to come out. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this another like 4 minutes, and then I'll probably go out to Mesagoza, and then I'll get my previous ones checked out, see about their sizes, because I'm curious about the small live, even though I was not touching that one. I was not touching that earthworm. I was far away from that as possible. Not to mention earthworm is a pain in the butt, so... I have neglected the earthworm hunt for like ages, and I don't know why I have. I've just been neglecting it, even though earthworm tends to be like a spawn that shows up super duper common on my end. Earthworm shows up like more commonly than some other ones, which surprisingly, you know, are the rare ones. Ugh. Kind of sneaking around. No bright blue yet. Night. Thank you. I was gonna say, are you at least doing the thing? Doing the thing that you do, which is taking out these earthworms. I can't believe like how still they're staying. And that, look how they're so like, okay, this is probably like the one Pokemon I consistently question for like design wise, is like, out of everything you could have created for Earthworm, how yes, Robo Gardevoir. Iron Valiant is my favorite favorite false swiper. Knight has been very, very faithful and very helpful in most hunts more often than not. Please get that low kicks away from me before he decides to come after me. Thank you. Alright, off you go. Ugh, goodness sake. They're, like, the design of Earthworm, I don't know if it's just because of its little goofy face, but Earthworm is just like one of those weird oddball designs. Cyclizar, I can kind of understand and kind of get behind. Oh geez, of course. Hang on. One sec. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. That was fine. There's history behind Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant's actually a mixture of Gardevoir and Gallade, so that's what I like most about it. But me and eyeballing these Earthworms, and that's why I'm wondering, like, why out of all the Pokemon they created, why is this one the weird one that just strikes me as why did they put this one on the drawing board? Night, honey, Night, attack it. Thank you. Ah, why? I love you, but your AI is so stupid sometimes. I love you, but your AI is a little dum-dum. And they're no fault of his. Ugh, man. Anything yet? Any bright blue on the horizon? I'm not seeing it. Ugh. Yeah, I think this one might be it. Yeah, okay. Come back. Ooh, excuse me. I might take this one to bed. Who knows? Scat. All you little weird earthworm heads. I say I can get them to respawn relatively quickly, but I don't think they do. I think the heads will just like repop like the Wiglets do. I'll do like a picnic reset or two, and then after that I'll go down to Messagoza. Eh? Heard what? I don't know what you're talking about. Ugh. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time anymore. Anything? No. They're just popped out of there like little daisies. Not moving. Perpetually staying very still. I'll do one last reset, and if it doesn't show up, then I'm gonna move on to Messagoza, get everyone checked out, and then I'll crawl off to bed, because I think me being a little ill is making me eepy. I'm getting a little eepy. A little early eats today. A bit of a wind down wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm in an early one. It's kind of like about the same time I usually stop for weekdays. Yo, I did not mean to run into you. Sorry. My bad. Did not mean to run into you. Okay. One more. I'm gonna say this, and this is definitely gonna be the one more type. I will do one more reset, and then that'll be it. We caught 1, 2, 3, so actually 4. We got four new guys with us today. We got four new Pokemon with us that are shiny. They're all green. But they are at least shinies, and they are at least in the dex as shiny now. I can now like switch between their forms and have the shiny living dex continue forth and grow, even though I've still got a lot to go. I've still got like a whole bunch left to go. Well, you know, I have until the next like mainline Pokemon game. Legends ZA is technically not mainline. Technically, keyword. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is good. Well, we'll go over to Messagoza. We'll do the traditional check their sizes. See how big or small they are. I don't think the Smoliv is as tiny as I'm hoping. If it is, I will scream because that's a 1 in 32 million, but I doubt it. I think it's just going to be smaller than average, or at least 1 extra small. As small as it is, Smoliv is Smoliv. Let's start with... I think everyone here is like relatively average sized. Pursuing, a little bigger. Yeah. Pokemon, do you want to check? On Teddy Ursa, if you don't mind. Hi, Crook. I am... What's size smaller than average? That's not too bad. I'm doing good. I caught 4 shiny Pokemon. I'm actually about ready to wrap up. I'm just getting their sizes checked. Seeing about, like, where the 4 of them land. A little bit bigger. And Smoliv. Yeah, 4. And they're all green, too. Little bigger. Little bit bigger. This thing looks puny in comparison to the others. What? This thing? What? This thing is bigger than... slightly bigger? I got a Sandshrew. That was about it. Nothing much. But yeah. I'm a save here, because... your sorceress is like really, really sleepy. And I know I need to go get some sleep in order to like hopefully wear this thing off faster. Well, if I wanted them to be specially marked, size technically matters, but specially marking is like, those specialty marks are like really, really rare and hard to come by. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna make sure, double check, make sure I saved completely. I'm gonna wrap up here, and I'm gonna go wind down, get some sleep, because I want to beat this, whatever this is, as fast as possible. But thank you very much for coming out tonight and just keeping me company. It's been great. Thank you for just listening to me ramble on and on for like couple of hours, technically. That's what these hunts are for. They're just for kind of general sitting around and vibing. Unless I just kind of like randomly start talking during other games, such as like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, where I just kind of like yapped in between shrines and everything. But yeah. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you all tomorrow for Arceus if my voice can handle it. Thank you. But yeah. I'll be back for tomorrow for Arceus if I'm able to. I'm going to put myself as kind of questionably up in the air depending on how I'm feeling. If I somehow like get a lot worse, then it's like, yeah, no, that ain't happening today. We're just gonna move on and we're still gonna do Zelda Saturday no matter what. But yeah, that's it from me. I will see all of you whenever that is. And have a good rest of your night, okay? Bye-bye.